Hello, people of God. I believe you are all doing well by the grace of God. This is Pastor William of the Beautiful Church. It's another moment to share God's wisdom and counsel with you. Today, I want to talk shortly on conditions to consider for a breakup. Now, it is not the natural idea that you break up from a relationship. We all hope that whoever we meet and date or work with, we all believe that at the end of the day we'll marry. But in reality, there are times that there are concerns and conditions for a breakup. Nobody marries or nobody falls in love with his enemy. But through the journey of life, a lot of things can happen. That I put down these points to help people who are going through tough seasons of their relationships or phases in their relationships. I want you to understand that the key word over here is consider. Conditions to consider. It means after consideration, you can decide to be in the relationship or you can opt out. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is continuous decline in your spiritual life. You should understand that you're a godly person, and there is no way God will bring somebody your way who will come and quench your spiritual fire. Now, you are a young lady, you are a young man who loves God, going to church, praying, studying the word, serving in the house of the Lord, blessing people. Then all of a sudden you start dating, and after a period of time, you don't want to pray anymore. You don't want to even go to church anymore. You don't want to be around godly people anymore. This is an issue of concern, and you are supposed to pay attention to it. You are supposed to consider a breakup. I've seen a lot of cases like that, and it's very painful that you start dating and all of a sudden you start a love relationship, and all of a sudden we don't find you in church anymore. We don't find you doing God's work anymore. We don't find you serving in church anymore. We don't find you loving Jesus anymore. It is a pity. Number 2, lack of purpose and direction in the relationship. Now, purpose is what keeps everything going in life. Purpose is what helps people to grow in hope. The reason why a medical student will go through 6 years of studying is the hope that at the end of the journey of purpose of studying medicine, he or she will become a medical doctor. Now, I want to tell you something. If you are watching me right now and you find yourself in a relationship where you lack direction in the relationship, there is no purpose. In fact, you can't even tell what is going to happen next year, next 2 years, next 3 years in the relationship. You are barely confused about your relationship with your partner. I think you should consider a breakup. Number 3, genetic issues. Now, I believe so strongly that medical sciences or medical interventions, there have been many medical interventions, but you see, you put yourself at a risk when there is an issue of genetic incompatibility. You know, if you realize that genetically you guys are incompatible and there's a risk of putting you or your partner or your children in a serious health risk or health issue, I think you should consider a breakup. Now listen, let me say this. If you believe in God, that God can heal the person, you know, I believe in the healing power of God. If you have that faith that God can heal the person, there is no issue continuing. But if you know your faith level has not gotten to that stage, I beg you, please discuss, have an open discussion with your partner, and you guys should look for a way out. If there's no solution, I will advise that you guys consider a breakup. Number 4, isolation from relevant people in your life or people who matter in your life. I have realized this over the years that there are some people, when they start dating, they find a way to cut everybody off their partner, especially people who do matter in their life. I've had situations like that even as a pastor, I've had people over the years where sometimes you see that all of a sudden the person doesn't want to talk to you, the person doesn't want to come closer to you, the person doesn't want to be close to godly friends, that person doesn't want to be close to anybody again, because the person he or she is dating is demanding privacy in the relationship. Now, you should understand there's a difference between a private relationship and a secret relationship. Now, a private relationship is not a bad idea. A private relationship is a relationship where you discuss or you open your relationship to the relevant people in your life. So it does not necessarily need public display of affection. And a secret relationship is when nobody on earth knows that the two of you are dating. That is a serious risk. If you are watching me right now and your partner is isolating you, gradually isolating you from your parents, from your godly friends, people who have been there for you, from your pastors, your mentors, it is a serious issue to consider a breakup. Number 5, when you consistently break godly principles in your relationship, you should consider a breakup. I mean, you understand what I mean. I believe you understand what I mean. If you consistently break godly principles, you need to seek help. You need to talk to a trusted mentor that, hello mommy, hello daddy, this is what is happening in our relationship. We are always going off and we need help. Other than that, I would advise that you guys consider a breakup. Number 6, when there is no one to be accountable to in the relationship, there is a serious issue ahead. Nobody can advise your beloved. Nobody can correct your beloved when he's going wayward. Nobody can call him to order. There is a serious issue. It's a serious issue. Trust me. This love journey entails a lot. There are a lot of things that happen. The beginning of love is so sweet. The passion stage, the butterflies and the rest. But after that stage, there are issues that will be popping up. It is required that you get a mentor, an authority figure, where the two of you can open up to and discuss relevant issues about your relationship. Number 7, abuse. There are many forms of abuse: physical abuse, verbal abuse, sexual abuse. Now, if you realize your partner consistently abuses you in one of these areas, I will encourage you to consider a breakup. If the person is beating you whilst dating, I can imagine what will happen in marriage. If the person is insulting you anyhow whilst you are dating, I can imagine what will happen when you marry. Please, I know that some of these things are very difficult to do, but you must love your life and love those who also love you, and then opt out. Number 7, prolonged confusion. In any relationship, there are ups and downs. Every relationship, there are ups and downs. But if you realize that for many years in your love relationship, you guys are always not on the same level, like consistently, it has been a series of confusion here and there, it demands that you guys sit down and talk things out. But if you have done everything that is needed and you realize that the confusion still continues, I will encourage that you consider a breakup. Thank you. God bless you. I believe these points are going to help you in your self-reflection or when you are assessing your love relationship. Thank you. God bless you. Do well to share this video with your friends and families. All right. God bless you. Bye bye.